welcome back. In this part we'll have a look at the boat davits on the stern and also the midship's boat deck. The Pontos parts, there's only a few. We've got the davit itself, a lower brace and the upper brace. We also have some boat supporters as well. I was a bit torn because the IJN Models ones have a lot more rigging and supports and whatnot, and I wasn't sure what one I was going to go for, or a combination of both. So what I'll do is I'll go with the Pontos, and then once they're installed finally, I'll see what parts of the IJN I can utilise. The midship's boat deck uses the kit davit, and there's some rigging as well. A wee bit of soldering to do in that as well. So let's get into the soldering first. We'll do the davit and the supports. So with the davit, we need to fold it up. You just need to make sure you fold it in the right way. So the back side is smooth and flush, there's no detail on it. And then the front side, there's various detail on the pulleys, bolts and whatnot. So we need to make sure we fold it that way. It's a very small connector point, so it'll be easy enough to fold. Just before we fold it up, we'll just apply some flux. Okay. And we just need to make sure it's aligned. And I'll just do edge soldering all the way around. And I'll just work in stages. And that looks to be pretty much aligned there. Just do this short section here first. And I just want to apply just a fine bead. So we'll just apply the heat. That's more than enough to secure it, and as you can see we managed to keep it off the face, which is good. Just moved on to this bottom section. Okay, so I'll just keep doing that around the inside, and I'll do the same around the outside as well. On the outside, I'm going to keep it back. There's a lot of little rings here with holes in it, so I'll make sure I keep back from that because I don't want to fill them in, because I might utilise them if I can with the IJN photo wedge. I'll finish that and then we can come back and we'll have a look at the pulleys here. They need to be folded as well. Okay, so we're soldered all the way around, inside and outside. A wee bit of overflow here to clean up, probably easy enough. So we need to do the pulley now. And we'll just put in the slightest, or the smallest bits of solder. We don't want to obliterate the detail. If we line it up, I can just hold it with the tweezers. And that's looking pretty good there. What I could do, just on that front edge, only because it's visible. Okay, so that's the first one done. So we do have some overflow on one side, maybe little bits there, so we can clean it up now. And then if we want, we can just come in with the fiberglass pen again, just to give it a bit of a clean up. And we can do this for both sides, of course. Okay, so that's that. We'll have a look at the supports now. Okay, so the upper support has this horizontal and vertical plates. So we just need to bend this up and then we'll solder this onto there. The lower support's just a one piece with a simple bend on it. Okay, so let's get this upper support soldered up now. Okay, so the edge mark is on the underside of the support. And we need to bend the flange up. So it's 90 degrees. Okay, so we just get this onto the edge here. Okay, so we'll just get the flux onto here. We'll apply a bead of solder in the groove. So for the brace, what I've done is I've cut a slot into this toothpick to try and hold apart a lot easier than with tweezers. Okay. It's not too bad. Slight angle here, we'll see if I can straighten it up. Okay, looking pretty good there. Sits against the hull like that, and then the little peg at the bottom goes into the hole in the hull that was there for the plastic kit part. Okay, so the other part we just need to bend up 90 degrees, and that's that. Okay, so that's kind of all there is to the davits for the 4 rear boats. The midship davits, we just need to clean up the plastic. So that's taken off, obviously the sprue gates, but also the tail there. And that's replaced by the photo wedge. So we've got some folding and soldering there, and there. I won't show that because that's just the same as what we did for the main davit at the beginning, but I'll show you the fitting of it to the plastic davit once I've done that. So I'll go off and finish soldering up and bending all these parts, and then we can come back. Okay, so that's the rigging soldered up for the boat deck davits. So the last thing to do is we need to bend these at 90 degrees because they fit onto the davits. So we'll just secure that in the tweezers, and then we'll use other tweezers just to turn it around. Same for the back one. Okay. And then that goes on like that. So we'll just use super glue gel for the 3 points. Okay. I'll just glue the rest of them up and then we can get everything in ready for paint now. Okay, so that's everything now prepared, ready for prime and paint. So I'll go off and do that and then we'll come back. So that's all the davits painted up now. I went in afterwards and painted the rigging lines just with a brush, and that was using Vallejo's Iraqi sand. It was the only rope colour I had for acrylics to brush paint, but I think it looks okay. The boat supporters, I painted them in Mr. Colour light brown. I believe these are actually wood or wood spars with maybe some kind of padding, canvas covered, so that's it done. So the next stage is we need to fix the davit supports, the upper and lower to the hull, so we'll do that next. So the boat deck davits are pretty straightforward because we utilise the kit part. We just put that straight into the holes. So hopefully okay, so that's interfering with the position of this boat. Okay, so what we do, just remove this. So I'm not actually going to fix these until later down the track, because we still handrails, some guns to put on, handrails and stairs here. So this is just to show you the position. Okay, interferes a wee bit with that boat as well. But you get the idea anyway. So there you go. I'm going to have to think of what we're going to do here with this launch here. That one fits good enough, just touches, but that's okay. But not nearly enough space for this one. Okay, so for the upper mounts, these are pretty straightforward. So we've got a little tongue there, and that fits into the existing hole in the hull. So we just put some super glue gel on the rear flange and onto that tongue. That one goes right over the porthole, but that's what it is. Okay, so on to the other side and we'll come back and have a look at the lower ones now. So to get the position of the lower support, I've put the davits in and then marked across with a piece of tape where the davit support needs to go. Okay, so I can glue them in now. Okay, so on the support, just apply some gel to the back side. Okay, so let's try. We'll fit these into the boats now. Okay, it's a nice tight fit. It's a nice tight fit as well. Okay, So, because I don't want to fix these permanently, which means I can't really secure them into this holes here. But that one, we've got the 4 to go on, and then another smaller one on that side. But my battery's about to die. Obviously a few bits and pieces to touch up. But like I say, I don't want to fix these permanent because there's lots of handrails and other bits and pieces to go on in rigging, so these are just going to get in the way. But the plan would be I could actually lock these in position now and then lift them out as a pair. Okay, so we'll call that now.